YouTube family, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is another foundation review Friday. I know it's been a while, and today's foundation is a foundation that you guys have been asking me for a long time to review, and it is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Now, I'm not one of these huge YouTubers out here, so I don't get sent the whole press package, all the foundations and all that, and these foundations ain't cheap, so it takes me a while to spend my own coin to get these foundations. But finally I made the plunge during the last Sephora VIB sale and purchased this foundation. Now, if you're not familiar with my series, these are not first impressions. This is not my first time coming on camera and trying this foundation. I've tried this foundation every day this week, so Monday through Friday. I try it with different applicators, different primers and all that to see what works best. Also, I list every single foundation that I've tried in this series, what shade I am, so you guys aren't wondering, what is she in the MAC foundations? What is she in the L'Oreal? What is she in the Revlon? No, your girl got you. I listed every single one down below, so make sure you check out that description box. Now, in terms of this foundation, you guys know I'm a Nars head. I love Nars foundation, don't like Nars foundation price, so that's why it takes me a while to pull the trigger on these things, but I love me a Nars foundation. I have tried 3 on this channel so far, so you guys have seen me do the Nars Tinted, you guys have seen me do the Nars All Day Luminous, and you guys have seen me do the Nars Sheer Glow. So all these foundations, I'm probably holding over $150 in my hand just with these Nars foundations. So that lets you know they can be pretty expensive. But now I've finally got my hands on the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Now this costs $49.99, so $50 basically, you know, with tax and everything. It's $50, and it comes in 33 shades. Now I am in the shade, I'm not even going to try to attempt to screw up this name. It is Huahine. That's the first time and the only time I'm going to say it. I'm going to leave it right now because I could play these games with Nars. Nars always has the toughest names. I'm just going to list it down below so you guys can see. This is the name of this foundation. You guys recommended this to me. You guys know in all my videos I've either tried Nars Cadiz or Nars Tahoe, but you guys have been flooding my comments saying, Talia, try it in this shade. I feel like this shade would match you perfectly. Try it in this shade. So I ordered it online and I tried this shade because I was like, I'm going to listen to my audience. This is what they say they feel like would be a good match for me. I'll let you guys see, and you guys will see if you guys were right, and this is a good match for me. Now this shade is in between Tahoe and Cadiz, so Nars has come out with a lot more shades with this foundation than they typically do. Typically it would go from Tahoe to Cadiz. Not this time. It goes Tahoe, Moria, I'm just gonna list it right now, this shade, and then Cadiz. So there's actually 2 in between Tahoe and Cadiz, so there was 2 I could have actually been in this foundation. Now if you guys see me looking down, I'm looking down at my notes. I take my notes on these foundations as I try them out during the week. Like I said, there are 33 shades. I am in the shade, listing it right now, and it is medium dark 2.6, and it's described as a medium dark with peach undertones. The site says this foundation is full coverage. It says it's for all skin types. It says it's a radiant finish, and what it is, a foundation with medium blendable coverage up to 16 hours of lightweight natural fade resistant wear, featuring full powered radiance to smooth the look of skin. So that's what the site says. Like I say in all my videos, I let you guys know whether the site was right or whether the site got it wrong on this foundation. So let's get into the application of this. So like I said, I typically try these foundations with different primers, applicators, and all of that throughout the week, but this summer I've been loving the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is all I've been using, and I really tried to switch it up a couple days, but pretty much 8 out of the last 10 days that I've tried this foundation, I've used this primer. So I'm going to go ahead and use this primer today. Now, as you can see, I'm applying this product directly to my face. Now, with these more expensive products, and by that I mean products over $50, ain't no bit of it gonna be left behind. So I'm gonna apply it right on my face so I can use every single drop. As you guys can see, the shade match on this is impeccable. It's one of the best, if not the best shade matches of any foundation that I have. So like I said, this is what the shade match looks like. It is matching so well. So kudos to you guys. You got it right in terms of what shade would match me best. Now, in terms of how much you need, it's not one of those one drop is enough to do the whole face type situations. Although I think the site claims that you don't have to use a lot. You do have to use typically a little bit more than you would with a normal foundation just because of how lightweight it is. But I want to show you guys a little comparison between the foundations in terms of shades and how they look. So this is the Nars All Day Luminous, and you guys know I have this in Cadiz, and this is what that looks like. So you guys see how Cadiz is matching me. I told you guys in that video, Cadiz has a little bit more of an orangey redder undertone, and I think it would be perfect for me. And when we go into the summer months, I know we are in the summer months, or feels like we in the summer months. Technically we're in spring, but when I do get a little bit darker, Cadiz will probably be the best option for me. So I'll probably switch over to the Nars All Day Weightless in the summertime. But here is Nars Sheer Glow. And you guys know this foundation I have in Tahoe, if you're familiar, and this one does have a little bit more of a yellow undertone, as you guys can see. I loved it, and it was probably my closer shade. Up until this point, I always said, in terms of Cadiz and Tahoe, Tahoe was probably my best shade match for throughout the year, and Cadiz was probably my summer shade. But now that I have the Nars All Day Radiant, and I have that in the shade, like I said, I'm not going to even try to fool myself in thinking I can pronounce it. I have it in this shade. This is what this looks like. And as you guys can see, I just feel like overall, it's just a way better. See how it's just sinking and melting into my skin? It's just an all around better shade match. So if you think we are foundation shade twinsies, which I know a lot of you guys out there say we're foundation shade twinsies, I think this is the shade for you. Now, Tahoe isn't bad, and it's definitely, if you have a little bit more of a yellow undertone. But if you think you may have a little bit, I didn't think I was a peachy undertone type person, but when I tried this and it came out as beautiful and shade matchy as it did, this shade was right. So you guys were 100% right. Now I'm going to apply the rest of my face so I don't look so flat, and I will come back with you guys and share with you more thoughts, and then I will come back at the end of the day and let you guys know whether that all day 16-hour wear claim I feel like is true, how I overall feel about the foundation and all of that. So stick around. So this is how the foundation looks when I have applied the rest of my products on. I just have on my Bobbi Boss highlighter. I have MAC Raisin blush. I just want to list off everything before I get any questions. That's what I have. I have ABH Soft Glam all over my eyes. So that's that. Now this is how it looks. Like I said, match with all my products. All throughout this week, it has paired incredibly well with all my other products. So it works fantastically with everything. I applied it with a sponge, but like I said, you can apply it with either a brush or a sponge, and it will give you a flawless finish. Now in terms of the claims on it, is it medium to full coverage? I've experienced throughout my wearing this foundation, it's definitely closer to the side of medium coverage, which isn't a bad thing. I personally love a sheer to medium coverage. That's my wheelhouse. That's what I love. I don't have a lot of imperfections that I need to cover up with full coverage. I like full coverage when I need full coverage, which is probably only when I'm taking photography pictures and all that. I love a sheer to medium coverage on a day-to-day. I don't work at a place where I need to have a beat face all the time, and where I wear my foundations the majority of the time is to work and things like that. So I love the fact that it says it's full coverage. You got to use a lot to pile it on to get a full coverage, and the amount that I use today for applying on camera is probably closer to a fuller coverage, but day to day, if I use a little bit less pumps, it will definitely give me a medium coverage. Now like I said, let me get in camera so you can see very flawless coverage, very seamless shade match, and that's what I like about this foundation. But before I go into everything, I just wanted to let you guys see how it looks. I'm going to wear it for the entirety of the day. Like I say, I've tested this foundation out so I know how it holds up, but I want to show you guys how it holds up throughout the day. So I will be back in several hours from now. Right now it is about 10 a.m. I started applying this foundation around 9:30ish, finished the rest of my face, and I will be back later on this afternoon or this evening to show you guys how it looks. So stay tuned. So now I am back. It is 7:31 p.m. I put this foundation on around 9:30, so it has been exactly about 10 hours, not quite the 16 hours that this foundation promises, but I am about to throw down on my Bojangles biscuits right now, get my chicken supremes, throw down on my meal, put my good jammies on. I know it's 7:30 on a Saturday. Your girl is turning in, but it's a 3-day weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend this weekend, so I still got some days to really get it in. can, but today your girl is Netflix and chilling with my good old cinnamon biscuit. I know I digress, but I'm just trying to explain to you why I'm about to take this makeup off. But for 10 hours, and this to be how my face is looking, let me get up in camera. It's impeccable. This foundation 100% earns that Longwear in the name. Sometimes does it earn it? Not so much, but this time it earns it. It earns the natural radiancy because I still have a radiant glow about myself. Now I did have highlighter on in these spots, so you're seeing a little bit of glow from the highlighter, but I think everywhere else it's not stiff. That's a great thing. Now in terms of my smile lines, they are prominent, but you guys know if you watch my channel and you've been a part of my channel for a while, you know I do have my smile lines come through. I'm a very smiley, happy person a lot of the time. So for a foundation not to settle into my smile lines, that's an amazing foundation. Now this one does, but it does take a while for it to settle in. It's not almost immediate. It does take a little bit of time, which is a positive. Now this foundation is $49.99. I know. Price tag is heavy on this one, but it's Nars and it's to be expected, and it's very much so worth that price tag. Shade match is amazing. I don't think it oxidized. I think it's very true to life. So what you're seeing right now, and don't mind the sun going in and out. Like I said, it's about 7:30, so I'm losing some of that sunlight. Still got about 20 minutes in, so I'm going to talk really fast. I think you can't go wrong with this new shade. I'm so happy that Nars has actually come out with more shades. I didn't think I needed a shade in between Tahoe and Cadiz, but evidently I did need a shade. So overall, this foundation, do I think it's a winner? Do I not think it's a winner? Of course you guys have noticed this is a winner for me. It's one of my favorites of this month. So if you can get your hands on it, if you're dry skin, you need to get your hands on it. If you're oily skin, I can't speak to it that much. I don't know how much of a radiancy it gives if you're oily skin, but I know if you're dry skin, you're gonna get a very much so natural finish, a natural finish that I think you're really gonna enjoy. So overall, this has been my review of this foundation. If you like this review, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my foundation review Friday. Your girl is coming back hard and heavy with the foundation review Friday, so stay locked for those. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Been searching all around, but I found nobody.